Welcome to WP EasyCart. In this video tutorial, we're going to walk through how to utilize the donation system with EasyCart. We have a really neat feature in here that lets us create donation products, and people can input any amount that they want for that product and add it to their shopping cart and check out. We've also got some tricks we can show you on how to leverage this system. We know a lot of customers have used the donation system as a way to collect invoices. Maybe you have a business where you just would like people to make payments online. And this makes a great way to do that because it opens up the pricing for your customers to input their own amount. And so you can send out a paper invoice to customers. You can send them an email notice and say this is the amount you owe. And you can send them a URL to this one product and they can type in the amount that they owe and check out. And so let's take a look at this system. You'll see we have just a demo store here running with our demo data. And I'm going to jump over here to the products, and what we do to set up a donation product is we go ahead and just create a new product. Donate to my cause. And I'm just going to go ahead and give it a quick SKU number, and I'll just go ahead and say you can set up an initial price for it. So maybe you want minimum donations to be $10, so I can go ahead and do that. You can give it an image. I'm just going to pick a quick picture here. It could be anything you want in terms of a image. And so we've just created a regular product, $10 product. At this point, if we take a look and view it, it's not a donation. Let's go ahead and just open this up on the store. You'll notice it has a set price, and we can just add it to the cart just like any other product. So what we want to do is open up this pricing so people can put in their own amount. And so what we do, it's a really simple process. I'm going to scroll down here to our basic settings, and we just check that it's a donation product. And at this point, if we jump back to our product and refresh it, okay, it starts out at 10 bucks, but a customer can come in here and add, maybe they want to donate $25, and they can add that to their cart, and you'll see that we have a $25 product here. And so it's just a way for them to update the total for a donation. You can see this product is adding shipping. One thing you might want to do with donations is eliminate shipping. Usually there's no shipping on a donation, so I'm just going to go to shipping options and disable shipping. And at this point, if we go back to the store, you'll notice now it doesn't have shipping. Customer can donate and check out. It's really as simple as that for creating a donation. We might want to add a quick description here. Please enter any amount for your donation. And you can touch up your product however you want to give your users an idea of what they need to do. Now, one thing we've used this system for is to really leverage invoicing or making a payment. Maybe you have a business, you'd like to send customers to a URL like this, and they can enter the amount on the invoice. And so what we typically will do here, let's change this product to make a payment. So I'm going to just say make a payment, and I'm going to go ahead and change the SKU here to just payment. And these link slugs, of course, you got to be very careful after the fact. If you have links all over your site and you change the link slug, it will change all of your links, and so you'll have to go through every place you manually change those. So be very careful with these. I usually say don't change the link slugs during the process after the fact. I'll go ahead and update this product. Okay, and so I have a product and I want customers to be able to just make a payment. Of course, you can see the URL up here. I could just copy this and paste it into an email, send it to users, and say, here's your invoice amount. You owe us, $49, and they can come here and they can make a payment. You could also add option sets to this. So, for example, maybe you want to collect the invoice number, and so I'm going to go ahead and add a new option set here. I'm just going to make it a basic text input area, and I'm going to call it invoice number. I'll just say for the label, enter invoice number. And we don't necessarily need this. I'm going to go ahead and make it required. Please enter your invoice number. Okay, so I've created this invoice number option set. I'm going to go back to my product now and make a payment, and I'm going to go ahead and edit it, and I'm going to go to option sets and attach this to it. And so it's an advanced option set. I'm going to select invoice number, and so now I've got this required text field that has to show up on my product. I'll go ahead and refresh here. So now the customer can come in here and make a payment, and they have to enter this invoice number, and maybe they owe $49. Now what's odd about this though is some of the language, and you'll notice this still says donation amount, and this is not a donation anymore, it's a payment piece. So you can quickly change this phrase along with any phrase in EasyCart. And so I'm going to jump over here to my settings, and if we go to the language editor, we can actually change the text for every element in EasyCart. And so I'm going to go to the product details page because that's where we're working with, and you'll notice different things like your donation. You can change that to donation amount, minimum donation, maybe we want to say minimum payment, and you can look through this list. There's kind of scattered around in here, but there's different areas that might say donation, and those would be good ones, like this right here, donation amount. I might just change that to payment amount. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save those. And if we come back to our product and just refresh, you'll notice now it's kind of aligning with what we're using this for. So payment amount, okay, I owe $49. There's my invoice number. I can now add it to the shopping cart, and I now have a basic product with the invoice, and a user can check out. So very popular use of the donation system is not only donations but also invoicing and make a payments and setting it up for those custom fields. Again, there's lots of things you can do from this at this point. For example, getting it on your menus. If we go to the store, you can see here I have regular products, but it might look a little weird having this make a payment on your store. Of course, you can take any product off of that store page by just going to the basic settings and show it on the main store page. I'm going to take that off of there. Okay, and now your main store, it doesn't show up there. And then people are like, well, where do I put it? How do I get it out here to the user? And this is kind of a specialty product. You might want a button on your main menu for donation or for make a payment. And so let's take a look real quick at putting that up there. I like to use WordPress menus. And so if you go to Appearance and Menus, and you can do anything. That product has a URL, so you can put it wherever you want. You can make a picture, put it on your home page, just link to it with a URL. But I'm going to put it up here on my main menu. You'll notice you can come in here and I've got a menu set up, your store, cart, account, and that's exactly what we have up here. And so I'm going to go ahead and just add an item, and it's right here in our store items. Okay, and if you don't have the store items, a lot of times you have to just tell WordPress to show it. Okay, if you come up here to your custom screen options, WordPress might hide it just like it does portfolio items. And so I have store items here. These are all your store items, your categories. Anything you make an EasyCart will show up in your store items. And so I'm just going to add make a payment to my main menu and save my menu. And if I jump over here and refresh, we now have a link up here for it. So I've got my regular store, I've got my regular shopping cart. If I want someone to go to make a payment, they can do that. Okay, and I can also just grab this URL and copy it, and I can do whatever I want design wise. I can email it to customers. I can put it in newsletters saying, hey, make a donation, come to this link, so on and so forth. So that's our donation system. Hopefully you find that useful. It's donations and single payment collection system. Works very well for service-based businesses. So hopefully you enjoy. Again, if you have questions or any problems, please submit a support ticket or chat with us online. Thanks.